Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? What's happening, everybody?
What's
Thank you
good?
for joining the Chop Shop once again. And I'm with the usual suspect and my boy Frank F Tank 58. What's good with you, Frank?
Chilling, bro. A little under the weather, so y'all excuse my voice. I may sound a little nasally, but we gonna get this Rockets chop up in.
For sure, for sure. We just went
You
through
have some feedback.
yeah, I got a little feedback. All right, I got it. What up, what up, what up? Who in here with us? Y'all seen those in here, man. Thank y'all for being patient with us, man. Hopefully, some people come back. We had some technical difficulties. We had some surprises and stuff that we was trying to get off and we was trying to make work, but it didn't look like we didn't make the cut. We didn't make it in time. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you, Yassine, for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for coming out. I'd like to thank all our new subscribers. We are steady growing. I think we're right at about 2,300, something like that.
Yes, sir.
And we steady growing. We steady putting out content. My boy Frank steady doing the chop ups, man. Um, because that's what we do over here at the chop shop. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, let's get to this game we just witnessed. It was a very competitive game. What was the final score, Frank? Because they kind of ran it up at the end. I kind of started
Yeah,
getting
it ended up being 116 to 109, so it wasn't that bad. I mean, we had a million opportunities to win that game, and our guys just couldn't close it out. Wheels fell off per usual, but it wasn't a bad game like you said. I wasn't too bad. You know what I mean?
nah. I think one of the biggest questions coming from this game is why did Silas bench Shangoon in the fourth quarter? Like
Yeah.
our 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 offense runs so smoothly with him, and I don't get why we couldn't. Why would he bench him at that time of the game? Like, can you help me explain it? Like, because I
Yeah,
don't get it.
it goes back to what we saw against the Clippers. Somebody pointed out on Twitter that they think he wanted to, because I think a lot of times I was thinking, okay, he's probably doing it for defense, but if he wanted to do it for defense, he would have had maybe Garuba or somebody out there. I think he's doing it for spacing, trying to put Jabari at the five. But to me, that was just not. I don't get it, because the cost of him giving up our offense and the defense being bad as it is not worth it to me. And it's what I mean. Same thing with the Clippers. Like, you're gonna lose if you do that. If you have players that are gonna isolate against the Raptors, which is that's what they want you to do. They got all these 6'10", 6'11" wings, and they want you to try to shoot over Scotty Barnes and all these Ananobi and all them boys. So we played right into their hands. Coach Silas is not going to outcoach Nick Nurse, and he just doesn't know right now how to really stick with what's the hot hand that's working. Shangoon always kills the Raptors. You can see he got Koloko fouled out damn near in the first half. Why go away from that? There's nobody on the court that could guard him. They were triple teaming this man. And yeah, man, just I'm not mad at the game. He almost had a good game because he yanked Garrison Matthews, and we never saw him again. So that's baby steps for him. But yeah, just little stuff like that he just keeps kind of stepping on his own foot.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad, Red man. Y'all just brought something to my attention. I did have a different stream set up for it. So if anybody can you hop in the other chat and tell them to direct them to this
Yeah, I told him.
to this
I'm on
one?
there with him.
Okay, because it was kind of last minute. We had to switch back to what we was previously doing, but we had something special lined up that we thought y'all would really enjoy. But sorry about that. Sorry about the mix up. Sorry about the confusion. Appreciate everybody for coming by. Thanks for your patience. And yeah, like Frank was saying, like I don't get why would he disrupt the flow of the offense. The offense, we looked good first quarter. We put up what 30 some points, 37 points or something like that. And it looked good. And then when Shangoon was set down and then some of the backups came in, we let them come back in, and then they got more momentum in, and then they got more confident, and they started running away. They actually end up taking the lead. while Shangoon and everybody was on the bench. Then our starters had to come back and try to make up the deficit. And it was like he seemed like he should have tried to correct that and leave the starters in a little bit longer, right into the fourth quarter. Then give them like a 5 minute breather in the middle of the fourth quarter, and then put your horses out, let them run, And it was like he did the total opposite of it. Like
Yeah, I mean, you got LP. I mean, not LP. KPJ and Jalen played 40 minutes. KJ Martin, our best bench player, only played 22 minutes, and I don't get that. EG played 28. He tried to really he's really heavy on the backcourt, and that's really where he's trying to. Is like he's trying to force it to be a five out team because that's his bread and butter. We just ain't got the dogs to run that race, so I don't know. Something's got to give with him. I thought he was doing better leading into LP. This game, they didn't really go to him too much, and I can't even put that too much on Silas because the guards. It seems like they still stuck on their own agendas. You know what I mean? Like they have their individual, like, I'm gonna go save the game. And I don't think they're doing it out of just being like they don't like each other or anything like that. I just think that they selfish. And that's how they play right now. They can't sacrifice not being the man for the sake of the team. And yeah, and playing like that gonna get you L's, bro. Like they played losing basketball.
I think it was more Jalen this game than KPJ. Truthfully, I
Yeah.
seen KPJ make some good reads. Like, man, that's progression. I see you actually starting to actually survey the court and actually starting to think and seeing. Now he did miss Jabari open a couple of times on the wing, and I was like, man, Jabari's right there after he drive it, kicked it. He kicked it to the corner, but Jabari was right there at the high break of the 3-point line, and I was hoping he would have found Jabari there because Jabari he made like two in a row, like not in a row, but within successive possessions, and I thought maybe he can get him going. Like, man, like I don't know, like he seemed like they tried to get Jabari more involved this game, and he had an actual better game than he did previously. So I would commend Silas for that, for actually trying to get Jabari some looks, and Jabari looked a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable. But I think they need to run a whole lot more of that just for Jabari. That's a change of speed that in the defense is now Jabari is not really hitting the shot, so they sagging off of Jabari. Like Jabari is a can't
Liability.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
so
it's
it's like
crazy.
get that man. That man is a weapon. Use that man as a weapon, and it's crazy that they haven't so far. Y'all seen those? The man
Yeah.
says it's tanking reasons. All he can think of.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think he
man.
tanking, bro. That man
Nah,
trying to
he
big brain
trying.
everything. He trying.
Yeah, he trying too hard. That's what he doing. Harlan Slain Killer says thanks for the heads up. Red not a flavor. He said they was all in another chat. All right, my bad.
Okay,
Once
it's still
again,
people.
yeah, your average
Let me
YouTube
put that back
friend.
in there.
He said even if it's done for tanking reason, it is emotionally draining. You ain't lying about that, man. You ain't lying. Red is not a flavor. KPJ looked good in the pick and roll with Shangoon. I thought he couldn't play with Shangoon. Makes Bruno in the starting lineup even more frustrating. I think
I,
Shangoon is a type of player he can play with almost anybody, truthfully, because he can find the cutters, he can find guys open. You know what I mean? Like I think if KPJ get out of, and it looked like he was deferring to Shangoon this game. He
right.
was actually giving it to Shangoon and letting Shangoon actually run the offense. Like I think he's starting to slowly realize like I don't gotta carry this whole thing by myself.
Especially against the Raptors. The Raptors, like last year when we played them, and Shangun wasn't a big part of the offense, and they went zone. I mean, KPJ against the zone. I put this on Twitter that I think his points per possession is like point 0.4 something, which
Ugh,
is like
that's
terrible.
nasty.
Like against the zone, because the zone you got to be able to make quick reads, be able to swing the ball to beat it, and he's not that type of cerebral guard where he's gonna like manipulate the defense. So Shangun actually gave him an outlet valve for him to the point that the Raptors had to abandon the zone because the Rockets were still scoring on it. Because if y'all notice in that, I think it was towards the end of the second quarter, even though they were kind of catching up with us, they were initiating the offense with Shangun kind of where the free throw line is. or at the top of the key, getting him the ball, letting him kind of let the guards run screens and get feet in the paint. And once that zone collapses, you're able to kick out and get good shots. They scrapped the zone and started going man to man and baited our team, our guards, into isolations. And you think you have a mismatch when you're playing against one of their bigs, but their bigs are their smalls. They're all the same type of player. It's a bunch of 6'8" to 6'10" wings. You're going to beat them to a spot, but they're going to contest with length. So really, you taking a contested jumper, or if you do get to the paint, it's like 5 people diving at you, slapping at you. That's why they foul a lot. So we played into their hands. The coaching staff played into their hands, going small towards the end of the game. I didn't see the purpose in that because to me, that's what they want. If you notice, the teams they struggle against is bigs. That's why Embiid was killing them when they played him in the playoffs. They couldn't even guard him because they don't have a post presence to do anything. With Koloko out, that's easy money. But once again, square peg, round hole. We gonna keep seeing it. Hopefully, Coach Silas can learn from his mistakes too and just keep getting better. But he did pretty good today. He had a pretty good game. The Gary Bird thing was good. Not letting him play. That was a big step for me.
I was surprised. I was surprised we seen Knicks as late as we did. Like Knicks
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't see as much as Knicks as I thought I would see either. He's getting in. He's starting to cut his rotations down a little bit, and I don't got no argument with that. You know what I'm saying? Your average YouTube friend, he said he is good when he wants to play, but he still ignored him a lot this game. Yeah, that's KPJ. Sigma Mix, what's good, man? What's up? What's good with everybody? Appreciate y'all for joining us again. Nug no says if we had managed to hold on to that 10 plus gap longer, we could have break the morale. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda though. It's like can't
Look at
can't can't cry with spoiled milk. Thank Silas for that one though. You know what I'm saying? Go cop Mid-10. I can't say your name,
Good
man.
try.
It's not my
Papillon
native tongue.
Lusu.
Papi Yonlosu. You know what I'm saying? You know who I'm
He
talking
tried.
to.
He tried, bro. He tried.
he said, "Why Garrison Matthews does not work as a bricklayer? He wasted his talent." Yeah, man. Like if
Oh
Garrison
man.
Matthews not hitting shots, I don't know what he's even in the game for. Like he's just logging minutes, running around. You know what I'm saying? JNRZ, what's good? He says KPJ with some great assist numbers the last 2 games. Yeah, I think he's starting to figure it out.
And they moving the ball. They moving the ball. They passing it. With them focusing on getting inside out with the post, it makes his life easier, bro. And I feel like he knows that if anything, if he get confused or he start feeling he can over dribble, he just finds Shangun. And
Yeah,
to me, that's all you could ask for him. So yeah, that's good for him. And once again, begs the question: why wouldn't you want to see this when the season started? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Facts. Terry Agent say, what up, Space and Frank making dinner, listening to the Chop Shop. Appreciate you, Terry.
what
You
up,
know how we
Terry?
rocking.
Day one.
We know you rocking with us if nobody ain't rocking with us for sure. Red is not a flavor says
Hey,
that was a play.
Terry was with us when we was having like 2 people on the streams,
We
bro.
was talking to space, like literally.
Having
It's
like a one-on-ones.
Hey, I think it's some
Shout out
alien
Terry.
somewhere now on like Mars somewhere watching them. Just now getting them streams because wasn't nobody on Earth watching them.
Shout out Terry,
But
bro. Terry,
Terry,
you the man, bro.
yeah, for sure, Terry. We appreciate you, man. And like I said, man, I don't know if I mentioned, but I appreciate everybody for being patient with us and dealing with us because I'm going through some personal things, the death in the family and everything. So I'm trying to bounce back, trying to get everything back on schedule like it was. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't neglecting the chop shop at all. You know, that's why I had to get a stream in today. I had to chop it up. We link up with my people, my community, see how y'all feeling about the game. You know, it's been a little too long, you know what I'm saying, to where we ain't linked up, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just letting y'all know, man, we appreciate everybody at the Chop Shop, our new fans, old fans, soon to be fans. If you just joining us, you just seeing us, hit the like, hit the subscribe to us, because we always all rockers all the time over here at the One Stop Shop, you know what I'm saying. And that boy Frank, he got the breakdowns and such. So Nug no says Shangun is definitely a team player. I agree and can adapt to any 4 guys out there and play with any 4 on the floor. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. That's a good analysis, man. Party time, animal time. Shangoon drew a quadruple team on the high post. Thought it was hilarious when Silas pulled him. Tank job, but much better game. I like the ball movement. Yeah, I just don't think he's tanking. I think he's getting
Yeah,
in his
he's not
way.
taking.
He's getting in
He's
his
not
own
taking.
way. Because if
No.
he was tanking, we'll see less Tari. Tari would be buried on the bench. You know what I'm saying? I think. And to say we see more and more Tari, less and less of Garrison Matthews, I think that's starting to say something. I think he's starting to see, you know what I'm saying, what's really
He's
needed.
late. That dude is always about 4 games, 5 games late on stuff, which is worrying for a head coach. Which is kind of ironic because the coach he was playing, Nick Nurse, that I've seen Nick Nurse literally come in with a whole game plan and scrap it in a quarter. Like this
Yeah.
dude just abandoned everything he doing and change out his entire defense and offensive philosophy in the middle of a game because to me, those adjustments, all the great coaches y'all think about, they're known for making adjustments on the fly, bro. And that's where Silas he's just kind of late. He doesn't see stuff till like 3 or 4 games later. You know what I mean, for him, which is
But what's
it might
crazy
be his
is
downfall.
a lot of the fans see this stuff in real time. Why is he so late? You know what I'm saying? Casuals, we're casual compared to him. You know what I'm saying? He spent hours and
It,
hours
it,
studying over this
it's
type
getting
of
to the
stuff.
point where people on the outside are starting to notice stuff. Like there's multiple podcasts that have talked about some of our offensive woes because of how Jabari's being utilized, and people are touching on it now. Different platforms are starting to talk about it, and yeah, it's it's not a secret anymore. So, and I'm sure the other coaches they scout and understand everything about our players. Force our guards to pass because they're not going to do it. Make Jabari put it on the floor because he can't dribble, and the Rockets aren't going to put him in any actions where he actually gets a chance to come off and have like a clear shot. The only person that I can think of that plays pretty consistent is KJ. Two people, KJ and Shangoon, and for some reason KJ sharing the same minutes as Garuba and Tari. I love Tari, but like I call Tari a wing version of Russell Westbrook in a good way. He leave it all on the court, but he gonna have a couple like head
Like,
scratchers. So
yeah,
if he can rein that in, he'll be good. But he got a little bit of that in him where he's like fumbling layups and stuff like that. But yeah, man, yeah, it's a good game. I don't want y'all to think like I was really proud of him. I think we're just one like a closer away from being a team that's a playing team.
yeah, bro. Because we can't close. That's one. If something that taught me about the last 3 to 4 games, we can't close. Some of the things that I was going over and harping over on some of the previous videos we made was like turnovers and free throw shooting and 3-point percentage shooting. 2 out of the 3 we've actually gotten better at free throws. We actually shooting damn good as a free throw team compared to last year. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy that they can't grasp the ball and they keep turning the ball over. Like I can't. Man, it's like I know they're young, but man, it's like y'all can't just hold on to the ball at all. Like some of the passes just be like, why do that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's frustrating, but it's in the heat of the moment. It's in the heat of the battle. I get it, but man, that's one of the things that's really is our Achilles heel right now. Our turnovers, because we're not just turning it over, they're scoring off our turnovers. I think we had like what 18, 15, 16 tonight, and they had like 28 points off of 30 points off our turnovers.
Yeah, we had a bunch of turnovers. Let's see, 16 turnovers to their 13, and yeah, they were scoring off of there. We shot 25% from three, which isn't great. 44 from the field. It was an ugly game as far as offensively for both sides. It was really just came down to rebounding and hustling. And even though we were keeping pace with them on rebounds, they were getting all the offensive rebounds, which was so annoying
Yeah,
to see. 49 to 50, but most of theirs were, they had 22 offensive rebounds to our 16. Can you imagine? That's damn near 6 extra buckets.
and
You know what I
usually
mean? So
16 is hell of a good for a game.
yeah,
That's good.
22 is nuts. To have
Yeah,
22 offensive rebounds, that's crazy. And we're the best offensive rebounding team in the league.
ironically.
So for them to do us like that. It's just a lot of our plays, guys were flat footed, standing there. I don't know what's up with them. Like, I don't know, man. See, stuff like that, that's discipline stuff. That's the stuff you like a coach will bench a guy for not being a beast on the boards. Like little stuff like that. That's what I always complained about last year. Like little, like getting back in transition, rebounding. Like to me, those are like ABC basketball, little league
Yeah,
basketball. Like take him out the game, coach. Like if you ain't gonna rebound and you put that on film, I'm taking you out the game right now. Because if we I don't care how many points you drop, if you can't rebound, bro, you can't be on a good team.
yeah.
And
The
I feel
rebound
like
it just finishes off the possession,
it
whether
does those things,
offensively or
man, killing me.
defensively. It matters. It
It's killing me.
matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Young average YouTube friend says Silas need to go to Shanghai Sharks.
Nah, he ain't that bad.
Chetman says the only benefit of Matthews is our guys need to learn how to move like Matthews off the ball. Yeah, but everybody ain't got that. Matthews is skinny. Like he got those. It looked like he used to run cross country in college.
They said that man was a safety space in college. You
I
know the
mean,
basketball
I ain't
players
gonna
be
lie. I
looking
ain't
big.
gonna lie. He don't run from contact, so I can see it.
You
He
imagine
don't
he
run from.
good size, what about 6'4"?
Yeah,
Little muscle on him. If he
that's a,
he might come
he might
downhill
be all
on you,
right.
boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he
six
might be all
four.
right.
Okay.
For sure, for sure. Y'all see, Alzamir says, sorry to hear about the loss in the family, big man. We here for you. Keep your heads up. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody. Nung, no. Sorry for your loss, for sure. For sure. Appreciate it. Sigma Mig, same. Appreciate you. You know, I always feel the love. Red Not a Flavor, same with you, bro. Same with you. Chetman says, man, if Shangoon was on a big market team, do you know how much media would be talking about him? That's facts, especially as a
Facts.
second year player and he's doing this.
17
Yeah,
and 10. Yeah.
it's just we losing, so nobody cares about the
Right.
Rockets. We're like in purgatory right now. We don't have a body to even be noticed right now to a lot of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get there, man. We gonna get there. If you think he is not tanking and still has the outcomes, it is more concerning to me. Fact. That's why I say it is. Are we trying
Yeah.
to win these games or are we trying to
Yeah,
lose
we
these
trying,
games?
bro. We
That's what's
trying.
concerning. Yeah, he said, "My worry is no one wants to come to a dysfunctional team. We can have all the money in the world. No one will want to come here unless we overpay like crazy." Yeah, yeah, you facts, but we gonna have a lot of dollars to play with, so we gonna overpay on any somebody. We gonna overpay for. This is just the nature of rebuilding the team. You know what I'm saying? We gonna end up getting some fillers and some bloated contracts that so we can move them later and have them as chess pieces. We gonna end up overpaying regardless. We
Yeah.
just don't want to overpay and have them on a long term contract. That's what it is.
That's one of the downsides of not being a good rebuilding team like a Memphis, because you don't attract the best players because they want to go win. So yeah, we probably gonna give money to somebody that's like a short term rental, maybe a year, expiring 2 years or something like that, just to kind of let our guys get a little better, get a taste of a play-in or a playoff game. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that's
we
what it's
gonna
gonna
get
look
like
like.
somebody like Kyle Kuzma or Terry
Oh
Rozier, or
my god, I'm gonna say
somebody
Kyle
on that
Kuzma.
type level, bro. You know what I mean? No, nobody
I
that's
hope.
just gonna.
I
I,
wouldn't be mad at Terry, but Kyle Kuzma.
yeah, I mean Kuzma ain't that bad, bro. It's his defense really, because his offense game is all right. Like I watched a little bit of Washington versus Detroit and Washington versus the Nets the other day. Kyle Kuzma actually been he all right if he get the opportunities. See, he wasn't getting no opportunities in LA either. I don't know how many opportunities he gonna want to get here either, because we gonna ask him to be a 3-and-D wing instead. You know what I'm saying? Play some
Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
and he ain't really the defensive type of dude. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I don't want the equivalent of like a CJ McCollum, somebody that's not great, not a
Yeah,
super, but a smart, like a guy that can help out our team, just all around character type, one of them type dudes. If they can find somebody like that,
for sure. Go Cop says no big name will pay for silence. You might be right. JNRZ says Garuba had a nice game today. Lot tidier on the ball, no slip ups, and some bullet passing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Garuba actually
yeah,
been
Garuba.
impressing me lately, man. I ain't gonna even front.
Yep, same.
I thought he was 2 years away from being 2 years away, like not even 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna check myself on that. I was wrong about Garuba. Look like he's good, and he should be good because his skill set translates to the NBA. That's why I didn't get why he struggled so much last year, but he did have some injuries and stuff. But and he was a rookie, but I thought he would be a little bit better than he was last year. He was real underwhelming to me last year.
Yeah, he's. I was wrong on it. I ain't gonna lie. I hated Group. I ain't gonna even cap. And Space know how I felt about
Yeah.
Group, but I'm gonna eat my words because he's actually playing really, really well, and good job to him for getting his game to where it is now. And I think the next step for him is conditioning because he still gets tired really, really fast. Because if he play more than 5 minutes, he out there gas. So
Hmm.
if he get his conditioning right, man, he could be a backup small ball five for the team, and he plays a good brand of basketball with the hustle and effort and short roll passing. So yeah, I ain't too mad at it. Like, so
Object like no
object.
other.
Okay, you
Go
got
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say thoughts on Rockets defense for outside shots. I mean, the perimeter defense wasn't like bad in a vacuum. It was that when they had rotations to make, especially Jalen was not good on defense this game. He was making a lot of poor effort plays and getting mixed up on his switches, especially when they would have to switch out. And he was involved in a lot of bad switches. Jabari had a couple. Tari is usually going to have two or three bad switches a game. Eric Gordon, for some damn reason, was having a bad switching, and he even looked lazy on a couple of. Yeah, Eric Gordon, bro. He's at space. I don't know how you feel about him, but I'm cool with his spacing and shooting on all that. He plays decent defense, but he looked like he just walking out there, bro.
He
Like he
don't
don't even be
care.
trying.
He don't care. Like, and it's like his layups are like so half hearted. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, how didn't he get that block? Like, he seemed like he's in slow motion. He's moving slower than Luca look like. But I mean, he is making them like, but just having that energy out there. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody's hustling and he's half hearted, it kind of throws off the rhythm. Like it's like the ball whipping, boom, 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 boom. And then it gets to EG and he's like, da-dum, 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 da-dum. I'm like, come on, bro, speed it up. Go do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and he just don't, he looks disinterested. Like, put that man out of his
Yeah,
misery. Please trade this guy. Like, he don't want to be here. He don't.
yeah. He looked like he is like over it. Like he didn't. I know he didn't sign up to be no backup point guard or whatever they got him playing. And yes, even the turnover. He had a bad turnover in the fourth quarter late in the game there. That I was like, what is he doing? You feel me? But yeah, they gonna have to. He's gonna be here. Silas is obviously gonna play him. They're not gonna pull him off to the bench because he's still better than pretty much every other player on the court when he's not being lazy. But yeah, I think his spot should go to either KJ or Tari, bro. If we keep it in a buck, because at least they gonna rebound and get out of transition. I'd rather
Yeah.
have that than shooting his 3-point shooting at this point.
Because really, if we got an energetic Eric Gordon, he probably will be averaging 20 points right now, at least, because he's getting the opportunities.
Yeah,
He's playing the minutes. You know what I'm
he's chilling.
saying?
Yeah,
He's
that
on
man chilling.
coast. He's on coast mode. You know what I'm saying? He don't care whether we win or lose, and he don't really care to be here. You know what I'm saying? Object like no other says thoughts on Rockets defense for outside shots. You want to take that one, Frank?
Oh, I just read that. That's what I talked about.
Oh, for the outside shots about.
Yeah. About the switching.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
they didn't switch very well. But the on ball defense, Jabari played some great defense on the guards, on Fred Van Vliet and a couple of the possessions where he was out on some of their shooters, 1-on-1. That's where he's shining, bro. Like I like the way he played today, and if they keep allowing him to switch out and not play the drop, then I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree. I just think they just be misusing them defensive wise. But yeah, he's a on ball attack player. You know what I'm saying? Frank say he's sick about
Yeah, I'm sick, y'all. I got
he
sound
under the
like I got
weather.
a so y'all excuse my nasally voice. But I think you skipped somebody, bro, before me.
Who I skip? Who I skip?
You was,
Party
yeah,
time
there you go.
animal. Oh,
Party
party
time.
time
Yeah, there you
animal
go.
time. My bad, my bad. Barry has been going under a lot of screens, and he wasn't doing that in the summer league. So hopefully that turns around. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what you was mentioning about the dropping and trying to
Yeah,
stay out of the.
yeah. I thought he'd be more natural at it. I mean, I love. I'm not. Once again, y'all relax on Jabari. He's going to be a project. This is a normal rookie curve for somebody that plays a power forward position type. Not everybody's Apollo Banchero. That those type of guys don't come every draft. So he's going to be a development. But I thought his defensive instincts would be a little bit more pure. But it seems like he also has some work to do there. I need to go look at how he played mostly on Auburn because I feel like he was playing a lot of help side defense and maybe he didn't get a chance to be kind of that five. I know they went small at times, but it seems like he struggles there, just making his reads, when to go under, when to go around, just rookie stuff. But once he gets it, like you see it in flashes, like he be shutting down. He's so big and lengthy that even Fred VanVleet had to push off of him to try to get a shot off because it's really hard. Like you can't. It's hard to shoot over a 7'3" wingspan.
I think he need to realize that he does have a 7'3" wingspan because a lot of stuff that he slapped down at, you know what I'm saying? He get
Yeah,
little
yeah,
ticky
I've
tack
seen him be doing
fouls.
that.
Like stop slapping down at the ball. You in position, just throw your hands
Just
up
go up.
naturally.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just put your hands up. This dude is gonna have to make a tough shot over your hands, not reaching down and scraping, slapping down at the ball, and it just get him in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? Third Coastal Lines was good. Appreciate you for joining us, bro. He said the Butterfinger thing is super annoying. Yeah, turnovers, or more turnovers. Chet Man says I think the majority of our turnovers turned into opposing threes too, which didn't help. Yep, you right. Y'all seen those meals said feel better, Frank. Get better, man. Frank popping them
Appreciate you.
night
I'm on
clubs and
like
stuff.
I'm on quills. I'm on. They ain't doing nothing. But yeah.
No. Says lately it feels like the most solid throws the tile players are becoming more and more willing to fight for a win despite losses. I'm proud of the players' willingness. Yeah, well, man, we being competitive in spite of silence. I think just our natural talent is starting to bud through. Like we in these games because of our natural talent, not because of scheme. If we put scheme with this, I think we'll have a little bit better. I won't say scheme, a little better scheme because they scheming, but I don't think it's the right scheme. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's the right scheme.
It's baby steps. I would say that I like where they're trying to go. At this point, I think my biggest criticism of Salas was never his schemes. Is he can't get the guys on the court to do what he wants. So to me, that's where I'm like, okay, bro, you're the coach. Like you got to be able to tell these young guys, like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. So he could draw up all the plays and books, and I've seen his little coaching seminar. He's a smart dude, and his scheme makes sense. It's just if you can't get KPJ, Jalen, Shank, these guys to do what you want, then why? What are you doing? What's your job? You feel me? They need to get somebody that can make them do that. Like y'all need to do X, Y, and Z. If not, hey, get out the
Go
game,
on the
get in
bench.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
none of these guys not good enough not to get benched. None of
yeah.
these guys. None of them. And maybe Salah's too young as a coach. If that was even Dwayne Casey will bench one of them guys. Obviously, Popovich will bench one of them guys. You feel me? And he doesn't have the cachet of these big name coaches to be able to do something like that, which goes back to like with these rebuilds. Sometimes you got to see what type of coach do you want to bring in to build that culture because Jalen, there's some games Jalen needs to be benched or he needs to be sat down for extended periods because he be playing bad and lazy. So some games Alp played terrible in the first couple of games, but he's picking it up. So Silas just needs to, like he said in the offseason, find his coaching voice and be able to get those guys to do what he wants.
Facts. Yusugami says Garuba had a clean game today. That's impressive. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm feeling Garuba, man. Object like no other says I think they pulled Shangoon out of the box by moving his matchup to the outside. Then rebounding became a problem. Yeah, that's Nick Nurse, man. That's what Nick Nurse do. He gonna find a way. He gonna find a way. Object like no other says in the second half. Cheesy Waffles, what's good? Cheesy Waffles. Cheesy Waffles said good game for Green, just minus the turnovers. Yeah, he had a couple sloppy ones. I was like, oh, why you do that like that? Sigma
Hey,
Mig
hey,
said
space,
Kuzma is the
space, real
key.
quick,
What's
real
happening?
quick, bro. You want to see a statistical anomaly? That
What's
boy,
that?
we lost this game, right? It was we lost by 7 points. KJ was a plus 18 in 22 minutes. How's that? A plus 18, bro. In the game we lost by 7. That's
Bro, we
crazy.
need to they need to keep this
that
man on
is
the court as much as possible,
that
man.
is crazy.
Him and Shangoon got a chemistry. Like he when he in there with Shangoon, he be cooking, dog. Like for real. Even it goes back to last year when they was coming off the bench together. They just got a chemistry together to where they just cook together. And he need to pair them, even if Shangoon is gonna come out and run with the second, string. He need to make sure KJ is in that mix. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yep.
Sigma Mig says Kuzma is the key. Benny Mac, what's good, Benny Mac? Benny Mac said, "Do you think Tate should run with the bench instead of Nick so KJ can stay in the starting lineup?" Yeah, I've been on KJ starting over Tate since last season. Truthfully,
Same.
and we ain't fronting. Go back and look at the old videos of our channel, man. Like we've been on the KJ train over here. Like we've been seeing what this man could do, and evidently Silas don't for some reason. For real. Henkin says, anybody realize Shangoon does not chase defensive rebounds at all? It all seems like he is specifically leaving them to KPJ and Green. He's third in the league in offensive rebounds, though.
It may be. I know some teams like to get out in transition with their guards. If you remember, that was a big thing with Russell Westbrook, where Steven Adams would just box out and let him get the rebound so they can get into a quick transition. I'm not sure if that's what Coach Silas wants them to do, but yeah, I think their issue is they don't box out. And a lot of times they just stand around and let the rebound go off instead of putting a body on a body. They just need to communicate more and get more familiarity with like who's going to box out. If I'm here, who's getting the rebound? I like Jalen. Jalen has 6 rebounds today. He needs to be averaging at least 5 rebounds. He is too athletic of a guard to be averaging what was like 2 or 3 rebounds. That's kind of lazy, bro. Same thing for Jabari. Jabari needs to have at least 8 or 9 rebounds a game. So they need to make that like stuff like that. That's like to me that's more important than shooting splits because those are the things that win you ball games. Which coach is that? U of H coach Ralph Sampson or not
Samson.
Ralph? Coach Sampson and not Ralph Sampson. Coach Sampson at U of H. Like I've seen y'all seen the I don't know if y'all seen the videos of his rebounding drills where they just it's like they wrestling each other trying to get the ball. And you know what I mean? It has to be like life or death.
Right.
They have the board man gets paid like that. Rebounding is like in the playoffs. The Warriors have won probably of their 4 championships. 3 of them were just because they were just killing people on the boards, getting second chance points for Steph and Clay. So yeah, I'd like to see them keep going on that. But yeah, we're doing good as on the offensive rebounds. Tari, KJ, all these guys really showing the athleticism on there.
Facts. Party time, Animal Time says, I want D Rose. He'd be a cool mentor for Jalen. You remember I said D Rose about a couple of
Yeah,
weeks ago?
yeah, that's the second time I heard it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Not my first choice. Like just
Yeah. I
maybe
was
I
just
don't
a
know.
it was a consideration since,
He'd be a good like team player to
locker
have
room
to have.
type of
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Facts.
Chatman says, I just hope we don't bring in like D'Angelo Russell thinking he would
Not
fix the
too much on
point guard
D'Lo.
engine. See,
Not
yeah,
too
now
much on D'Lo,
you
bro.
like D Russell, see?
Yeah, that's the pick and roll god. Oops, got my nose ripping, but pick and roll god, bro. Pick and roll god. D'Lo is if he can teach anything for Kevin Porter Jr. to run a pick and roll, bro. D'Lo is one of the smoothest pick and roll players in the league, bro. If y'all ever watch him, just how he navigates that thing. So Tata got a little bit of D'Lo in his game, so hopefully when he wakes up from his coma that he's in, we can see what Tata can do because that's another piece that we haven't really had a chance to explore and see what he adds to the team. So I'm curious to see what Tata can bring to the squad because he was drafted in the first round. So I just don't want people to think he's just dead somewhere. We do have a guy on the team, so hopefully he can pick it up as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm anxious to see what Tata. He just like he's the Garuba of last year. He got hurt early and seemed like he's just gonna be out the rotation for a little while until he can
Yeah,
find a way back in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, did not
Um,
do himself any help at all.
by getting
any
hurt,
help
and
with
he
the
was a
injuries.
little
Yeah,
underwhelming when he did play.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
He
gonna
looked
even
like
front.
he was scared or something. I don't know what was wrong with Tata.
For sure. Mario Gonzalez was good. He said, "What's up, Chop Shop? Just joined your live stream. Pretty decent game tonight. Guess you already commented about it. Yeah, but we always commenting about it. This the game. This what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a thrilling game. It was a real good game. I actually thought we was gonna win for a quick second there, but then Silas did his old Silas thing and Ben Shangoon in the fourth quarter. Mario, I don't know if you noticed that, but it was quite depressing. Just like, man, why is Shangoon on the bench? You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of understood why he benched Jabari the other day because Jabari was awful. He was awful the other day. I didn't even have too much complaints about him benching Jabari the other day, but Shangoon was cooking, and you bench him. Like, that just don't make sense to me. Mario Gonzalez, he says we could use Tari's or KJ's grit and grind attitude in our starting lineup instead of EG. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. EG just taking up a roster spot right now, collecting the check. Chet Man says we should bring back Pat Bev with some fillers for EG. Nah, I'm good on Pat Bev, bro.
I would have. Hey, that's a locker room guy. Clapping, snarling, drooling. I like that,
I
bro. On
mean,
the bench.
he gonna give you an inspirational, song and dance and rah rah. He gonna make you
Pat
want to
Bev,
go get it.
he like a poor man's. He like the dollar store Chris Paul. If you if you want somebody that's going like lift your guard, that's the dollar store version. I would take him right now because I think he would be. I think he'd yell at or get on some of these guys for effort. He'd probably be more of a voice than some of our coaches, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
But I
I
think
yeah, I
some of
like
his,
that.
I think some of his theatrics just get a little bit.
Bro, I'd
He go a
love it.
little
I ain't
bit.
gonna lie.
He crying for the play-in game and snotting all out the
Love that,
mouth.
bro. This clapping, the
Yeah, like
then
it's
then he'll
some of
go 1 for 16 and
it's
yeah,
like a little gnat just keep bugging you. Like,
I
man, just
love that, bro.
just just stop. Just leave me alone.
I,
You
I
average
loved
YouTube
what
friend.
I
Go
love
ahead.
watching what he did for
From
Minnesota when he was
Minnesota,
there.
yeah.
He changed that culture, bro,
I ain't
and
gonna
he was a
lie.
big part of
Now,
that.
now
Yep,
they saying
you
that
seen it.
they say they soft now. Now that Pat Bev
That wouldn't
left, they
happen.
say they soft
Wouldn't
now.
happen with Pat Bev on the team. That's facts, bro.
Yeah, you right. You right. Your average YouTube friend says, "Thank you for giving us this platform to vent out together." For sure, that's what we do. That's why we all Rockets fans. We knew that we needed something like this, and we put it together. But we wouldn't be able to do it without y'all not showing up and coming. We'll just be like we said, talking to the air. So we appreciate y'all for taking out y'all time and actually staying up
Yeah,
late.
let me get on a soapbox real quick. You know
Go
what I
ahead,
don't
bro.
like, Space, is when people try to tell just relax. It's gonna be all right. And bro, why are you a Rockets fan? Why are you a sports fan
A
if you
fan,
can't vent?
period.
Like this, who watches sports to just think kumbaya? Like we know sports, the worst usually happens, especially in Rockets. I mean, a Houston sports fan. If y'all been a Houston sports fan, you know we got a PTSD from all sorts of sports. So yeah, man, this is a space, y'all. If y'all are negative, bring the negativity, bro. If you positive, bring it. But what I don't like is people try to tell other people how to like be fans.
Be a
Like
fan, right?
yeah, like, hey,
Right,
stop worrying about the team. Coach Salas is doing a great job. Okay, bro, that's how you feel. Convince me, but don't tell somebody to be happy or sad. I mean, it's your team just like it's ours, is everybody's team. Enjoy it
right.
or be mad, be happy. You know what I mean? So
That's
yeah,
facts.
that's it.
That's facts. Object like no other says that Heineken. It's what's accomplished sinners do. Box out first, secure rebound second, for sure. JNRZ says, "Are you guys able to explain why opposing teams are cleaning up all the rebounds against us? It's like seems like it's a lot of points against us come from teams getting their own rebounds. I think I think it's not that bad. I think we running the best, like top five in rebounding period on both sides of the ball. I think it's the the timing of
Yeah,
the timing of the offensive rebounds when they're coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like could be at the worst time that we give up an offensive rebound. Like we'll probably be doing all the way good until that last 4 or 5 possessions, and then we just keep letting them get multiple goals at the rim. And I think it's mostly towards the end of quarters. It's like we
right.
lose. we lose our sense of timing and we rush a little bit and we start doing bad habits and bad stuff. At fatigue starting to set in at the end of quarters to where they don't step back, take a breath, you know what I'm saying, pause and relax and think about what they're doing, and they tend to make mistakes like that.
Space, I got you right here on. Let me see that. With that question that person just asked prompted me to look at the rebounding stats by the different sections of the game. In the first halves of games of what you just said, bro. We were overall a top 10 rebounding team in the first half. We're top 15. In the second half of games, like you said, when it matters, the Rockets are let's see, we are I think 20 something rebounds. The Rockets are top 10 and like 20 something in the second half of games. So it's really just comes down to, like you said, just opportune times. And I'm trying to see what it is in the fourth quarter because it seems like that's really when we get hurt. And in the fourth quarter, yeah, we are pretty. It's not too bad. You know, they're not bad. I think it's really the third quarters. It seems like we're having our issues in because you go from top 10 to 15 to like 20 something and rebounding as the game goes along. So it's winning time. It seems like the wheels fall off towards the end of the games. They get tired, or I don't know what happened. The teams turn up, the defense gets a little tighter. They got to think a little bit more, and everything goes out the window. So yeah, they just got to just keep working on that.
Facts. Sleep Art 11, thank you for the buying the super sticker, $3 US, hands doing the sign of the horns with sparkles around. H-Town, let's go Rockers. We appreciate that. The Sleep Art 11, whatever you donate,
Appreciate you.
it goes a long way. We really appreciate this. Like, we inspire that we can do this full time one day, you know, and y'all can get this fire content 24/7 around the clock, you know what I'm saying? But baby steps, we gonna get there with the support of all y'all. We know that. We know that.
Yep.
Alex Vargas says, please get rid of this coach now. He still wants Silas gone, bro. Pinhead Larry
Oh man.
7034 says, at this point, do you think Shangoon still has conditioning problems? Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, he playing damn near whole quarters now.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, I
so.
always thought that was some
Cap.
capping. Yeah, but we seen what it was. The cat's out the bag now, so they gonna have to play him.
For sure. Eagles 2020 says Silas is the tank commander. Don't fire him now. I guess you won't win, be Eagles. Alex Vargas says, give Shangoon more minutes, more miserable, you miserable coach. I'm tired of you. 2 weeks ago, I said we're going to be 1-20 if we don't fire this wretched coach. We're a little bit better than 1-20, just not much, but we're a little bit better.
And
Your average YouTube friend. Go ahead, bro. What you say?
I was gonna say we killing on the offensive rebounds. We number one in the league in offensive rebounds, but we 26th on defense. So that leads into your defense. If you can't stop a defensive possession by getting a rebound, then teams gonna score at will. If you're getting the multiple
Who
shots.
was that just mentioned that? Mario Vargas about
Oh, yeah, I think
Shangoon
somebody
doing
said that.
hustling on offense for the offensive rebounds, don't do too much
Yeah.
on defense.
So
Uh,
yeah,
so
it's killing us.
he's right on the money with that. Your average YouTube friend says Caruso would be good. I heard he was talking highly about Rockets rookies at JJ Redick's podcast. I don't mind Caruso. Caruso got that dog in him. He played defense. He got a legit 3-point shot, and he can go to the hole a little bit. Like, he's a little versatile player to where he can be utilized. You
It's
know what I'm
like
saying?
evolved version of Garrison
Garrison
Matthews.
Matthews, yeah,
If you gave him if y'all remember Pokemon, they had little stones. If you get Garrison Matthew a basketball stone, he'll turn into Alex Caruso. Because what he is right now, he's basically just a cone out there. If he's not hitting his threes, bro, what does he do? You feel me? What does that man do? Besides take bad shots and attempt charges.
he tried to get charges. Yeah, he tried to get charges.
Shit,
Alex Vargas,
Nick's probably be able to do that. If Nick's gonna keep shooting like he is, I rather if they're gonna play have to pick between the two of them, give them minutes to Knicks. Then I'm saying
Nick
that, and I'll probably be regretting that the next game.
in 2 games, but Nick's actually been hitting his 3-point shots. I've been impressed with Nick's shooting for sure. Alex Barker says, Jalen, more penetration and less threes, please. How are you averaging less than 4 free throws a game? You have the ability to take over a game. So do it, Jalen. I believe in you. Yeah, we are. I agree there too. I think that was one of your talking points earlier this
Yeah,
season, before we even started the season, that you wanted to see Jalen Green get more free throws attempts. But I
yeah.
can
He's
say,
not.
go ahead.
No, no, you got it. I'll go after you.
No, I could just say, man, he is like he gets some bull. Like he don't get that, not superstar whistle, but he don't get that benefit of the doubt whistle yet.
That's his fault though, because he don't attack like he wants to get the whistle. He's still trying to avoid people. He just got to learn to foul bait, which is a skill set. I mean, look at Shangoon. You got to know how to throw them arms. We obviously Rockets fans, y'all know the great James Harden. We even got to see Chris Paul do it. It's a skill to be able to do that, and you can call it what you want, but that stuff win games. You got to learn to put that ball out there and be comfortable getting hit, and that comes with his weight. Like he's doing better, but it's probably going to take him a couple years to get enough muscle on his body to withstand getting beat up in the paint consistently and still drop like 25 to 30 points, because that's not easy to do. That's why what James Harden was doing in Houston was so crazy, not because it's just a scoring, but the longevity and his stamina, and the fact that he would not be hurt doing that over and over, because they beat you up in the NBA. So Jalen just still a little frail. He just got to keep working. He got to add probably about 20 more pounds in the next couple of years before he can get to that like eight, 6 to 8 free throws a game where he's comfortable doing it.
Yeah, I agree there. Sigma Mig says play in MVP Pat Bev. George Wu, what's good, George Wu? I don't remember your name. It seemed like you kind of new here. Appreciate you for joining the
I
Chop
remember. I
Shop,
think
man.
George been on before.
Oh,
George been on
yeah?
before.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
okay.
so.
Kenyon Martin is getting better and better. He had the most efficient game tonight. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I really like KJ Martin, man. I like that boy. Alex Barker is
yeah.
on a positive note. I'm sending all my Rockets fam my blessings over the airways from Southern California. It never
What up,
rains in Southern
SoCal?
California. I appreciate you, SoCal. Appreciate you for joining us, man. You were 2 hours ahead of us. He still go out and party after this.
Yep.
Peterson Lee, what's good? Peterson Lee said frustrating with the L. Should have been another dub tonight. Yeah, I just think it's a little bit of coaching, and it's a little bit of being young and just turning the ball over. I think the turnovers hurt us the most out of everything, besides the offensive rebounding, because those turnovers led directly to points. Like
Yep.
more than like a quarter of their points came off our turnovers. You know what I'm saying? And we played them hard and we made them work right up until the last 50 seconds. You know what I'm saying? We made them work until they hit them. Gary Trent Jr., I think, hit a three, and somebody else hit a three that was Fred VanVleet, and it was
Yep.
pretty much ball game after that, though. So, but we making them work. We making them work. Najee says, yeah, Frank, totally agree. I get furious when they lose. I hate this tanking business, even though it is a means to a final objective. Wimbignana, I hear the Wimbignana tones in that tweet right there, in that comment. Third
Y'all
coast
gonna be mad
line.
when we don't get Wemby.
Yeah, man.
Y'all better start looking at. I know Coop and them gonna be working. Coop and James, some of our other chop shop people, they're gonna be working on draft boards. Y'all got to expand past Wemby, because there's other players in the draft, and there's a good chance we don't get Wemby. I mean, there's some guards, some wings. The way I'm looking at it, if I'm going to prepare for the worst, assume we don't get Wembyama. If we get one of the Thompson twins, or if we get out even the top 4, top 5, we can go get us, a solid guard or a solid wing player, and then go get us a guard in the free agency and just start rocking from there. But y'all gonna be out here talking about Wemby, and this man gonna be playing over in Detroit or Orlando or OKC or
From personal
Indiana.
experience, personal experience, I was sold on Paulo Banquero. I made videos and everything about that boy, man.
Yep.
And it was like, bro, he didn't come here. You know what I'm saying? So don't get too attached, bro. Don't get too attached.
Yep. Space was making videos. I don't know if I made my Jabari video before or after we got him. It was after, right? Yeah, I think that video was made after, because I don't get too hype about draft players until like when we draft them, because it's almost like a useless mental exercise to just be fascinated with a player, and they end up not even coming here. So I hope we get Wemby. I'd be okay with Scoot as well. But to me, a good team, a good front office, you got to hit wherever you at. If you in the 11th pick, like they got Klay Thompson from, if you're gonna pick in the second round, like where they got Draymond, or in Memphis case, you picking 29th when you getting Bane. That's what good teams do. You going wherever you land, you picking somebody. So far we got a couple steals with Şengün and Tari. Garuba coming into form. The only miss right now, and it's too early to call it, is looking like Jay Gupp. Because even KJ was a draft pick. If we want to give Stone some credit for drafting, KJ was a second round. I think it was like the 55th pick.
55th.
Or something like that. So yeah, so that's where we got to make our money at. These other guys, because it don't matter if you get Wemby and the team trash or the coaching trash. It's the culture that you build it.
Facts. Najee say Space Ghost. What's good, Najee? Appreciate you, bro. Mario Gonzalez says next game is on Saturday on the road against the mean-looking Pelicans. Any ideas to try to slow down Ingram, Zion, Jonas, front court, maybe some extra Uzi minutes?
Ooh, yeah,
Can
that's
I
a
sleep
Garuba
on this
game.
one? Can I sleep on this one?
Yeah, that's gonna be a Garuba game, bro. Because if they play Jonas, bro, that's gonna be a Şengün matchup for sure. Zion is gonna be a problem because Zion is almost like a Giannis type, and I don't think we have a body on the roster to check him right now. So I can see Zion feasting, bro. And CJ McCollum, he's probably gonna have a good game because he punishes you all the little bad stuff that we'll do. So that's gonna be an issue. I don't know if Bi is still hurt or not. He always looks like prime Jordan mixed with Will Chamberlain every time he plays the Rockets. So that's gonna be an issue. Not a great matchup for us, but I mean, I still think we got a chance in all these games because we got talent. So we'll see. Like Space said, we can sleep on that. We might do a how to beat the Pelicans game, a tape or something like that for y'all before that game, since we got a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you handle that because
I'm gonna open the video up with a Bible scripture because that's probably what's gonna take to
we're
beat.
gonna need a prayer. Can you imagine? I know Valanciunas kills us anyway. And we didn't have to deal with Zion last year. Man,
Yeah,
Zion
man.
and Ingram.
Zion is impossible guard for us. We don't have the bodies for it.
I don't know how we're
Not
gonna
right
hold.
now.
Yeah, I don't know unless
Oh
no.
yeah, it's gonna be a good game though. It's
We're
gonna
gonna
be a
have to
good
feed
game.
somebody to the Wolves. Like
Dude, what
Tate
about
gonna have to come back to hold Zion, bro.
nah, it's gonna be food. What about Alvarado on KPJ? Alvarado he just be a
He's
pest,
just
bro.
pestering.
He he turned the people over all like so that's gonna be a little matchup, either him on KPJ or Jalen. Then they got Bill Simmons's
Herb
all
Jones,
rookie Herb Jones. They're gonna throw him on one of our guards, bro. Hey, you let Herb be
Jalen. They
trapping.
gonna throw him on Jalen. Watch.
And he gonna do his thing. Like they got a squad, and they got the other kid Murphy or whatever his name, Trey
Trey Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah.
3 point. He like a 40. Yeah, they got a squad. I like their team, bro. I really really do. And their
Yeah.
coach is a he a goat. So yeah, that's really where we trying to get to, bro. So it's gonna be an interesting game. I think y'all don't get y'all hopes up, though, please.
Nah, don't call no dubs and put no money on the game.
Yeah, please. That's
Tommy S says Jalen had a good game passing the ball. Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he had some nasty turnovers too, though. But yeah, he progressing. Pinhead Larry says, when do you think Jacob will get out the doghouse? Don't look like he is gonna get out the doghouse. He ain't even sniffing the court. Like he ain't even
yeah,
sniffing the court, bro. Like I don't know
it's
what he did
crazy.
because he was coming off like the 6-7 man sometimes, and to say he fell all the way out of the rotation, that's he must have got real disrespectful to a lot of people because I don't think no coaches are going to bat for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I think if he had some coaches in his corner, like they'll try to step up and go to bat for him, like a Lucas or somebody that knows people with personal problems. He must have did something real respectful. He let that shirt release and the NFTs releases and all that go to his head, and he got real disrespectful. Like he couldn't be replaced here at the Rockets. I'm thinking that's the only thing I could gather out of that situation. But we'll find out more soon. I believe that. Johnny South, Auto Computer Pro, what's good? He says, so glad KPJ got the point to prove He deserves to be out there. Yeah, man, I'm happy for KPJ, bro. You speaking facts right there. Gold Cup says it's 5 a.m. in the UK. Have to sleep. Thanks, gents. Oh man, thank you, Gold Cup.
Damn, bro, 5
5
a.m.
a.m.
Man,
man. I'm
shout
hoping
out
you
to
woke.
you.
Yeah, I'm hoping he woke up and watched the game and didn't stay up all
I
night and
swear. I
pulled an
hope you
all
ain't no.
nighter.
Hey, I hope you ain't no bus driver. No
Yeah, he got to go
heavy.
operate no heavy equipment
Hey, don't
tomorrow.
blame us, bro. You don't crashed out. Don't blame us. You done crashed out at work. Don't put it on the
Nah,
chop
but
shop
we
now.
we really appreciate that though.
Yeah, for sure,
That's
bro.
big right there, man.
And
Like
he shows love on all the videos, and we love when y'all comment. We try to get to every single comment and interact with y'all, even if y'all want to argue. Me and Space will argue with you. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep that going. No matter how many comments we get, we try to get to everybody as much as we can. So when we put them videos, interact with them, because that does help the algorithm as well to show that we are producing good content. So y'all keep sharing your views, and if I disagree, we or he disagree, we're gonna let you know.
for
You feel
sure.
me? Don't let that chop shop symbol fool you. Now it's a dude behind the camera. They will argue with you now.
Facts, facts. And the best thing that can also help us grow is share this content outside of YouTube. Like share it on your own platform, share it everywhere because I think we really want to build a strong community of Rockets, you know, not bickering and arguing and just really coming together just to talk about hoops and our team and inspire each other and watch we all experiencing something right now. Just think maybe 3-4 years from now we'll be talking about us beating somebody in the finals. And we started right here on the Chop Shop with this small community of people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. Like we building something, man, and we so appreciate everybody for doing everything. So go cop 5 a.m. Go to sleep, get you some rest, man, and check
Yeah,
back
man.
with us,
Take that
bro.
sleep, man.
We That's dedication right there. We really appreciate that, man, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Merc one says I think the guards need to help out more on the rebound, and they seem to leak out
Yeah.
way too fast and often instead of finishing the possession and sitting at the free throw line. Yeah, I've seen,
Yep.
but the last game, KPJ, he really made it a note of the rebound. He didn't do too much
Mm-hmm.
rebound in this game, but last game he was actually on the boards.
And
And
Jalen did it this game. Jalen was at least in there mixing it up, getting a couple of them real high rebounds. I love to see that.
yeah, for sure. George Wu says Jalen had overall a good game tonight. He needs to learn how to dominate like Van Vliet tonight. Yeah, man, he learning. He need to feel out when he oh, I gotta take the game over here. That's what them alpha scores do. You know what I'm saying? When it's crunch time and they feel like, oh, I need to, even if you relax in the first 2.5, 3 quarters, turn it on when it's time to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? That's really what you get judged by in the end, truthfully. Sigma Mid says Space jinxed it. I don't know what I jinxed, but I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, the
uh,
game, maybe.
Probably the game. I was just like, no, he said, do we have
No.
a chance against the
Yeah, I
Pelicans?
mean, we got a punch his chance.
Uh, like a stone David and Goliath slingshot chance. Like
Nah, it ain't the Warriors, bro. We could catch some slipping. You know what I mean? Zion may be out. They get a couple injuries. We get hot. Jabari show up. Jalen has a big game. It could happen. It could
we're gonna
happen. You know what I
have
mean?
to break down some. I'm gonna have to break it down. I'm not gonna lie because I don't see. I'm not as positive as my man Frank right now. I don't see how we gonna
Yeah.
deal with this monster that's Zion Williamson and Valanciunas. That's just gonna be nasty for real.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. I personally want to see who's gonna guard him
Yeah,
because they gonna try to punk us. I seen a play they ran against the Lakers, man, where they have him coming off a screen from the baseline and they use it to get him downhill real quick, and whoever get in front of him is just food. I think they were picking on LeBron or somebody like that over and over and over again. So they're Willie Green is a good coach, man. They got the schematics, they got the tough, they have all the stuff. Good rebounding team, hard nosed, they play hard, they clutch. Like,
yeah,
yeah, so it's gonna be a hard game. They just a good, solid like squad. So that'll be I actually enjoy watching. I'm actually looking forward to the game. So to see how they play as a matchup.
for sure. Chetman says I personally like Anthony Black. Yeah. I don't know too much about Anthony Black. I'm gonna have to dig. I don't usually start looking into college people. We got some guys on the chop shop. That's what they do. Coop, I know y'all seen a few of his videos. Y'all done seen James Pierce.
James
He's
James
been on them
always talking
cards.
about Anthony Black too.
Yeah, so
James, yeah,
those our college gurus, man. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So we could direct a lot of those questions to them fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more of a casual and watch Final Four and Sweet 16s in the tournament. You know what I'm saying when it
same,
matters. But
same.
I'll let you know around March who I like and who I
Yeah.
don't. You know what I'm saying? That it fluctuates during the year most of the time anyway. Clifton Smith says no chance at the against the Pelicans. Yeah, man. Johnny Smith, Auto Computer Pro. He says, Johnny South, my bad. He says it's a crapshoot. That's why they call it a lottery. Chet man says, I think we fall. I like Anthony Black, 6'7" point guard that looks like he's a decent 3-point shooter. He's more of a smooth player than an athlete, though. Okay, the boy's still ready to ship off KPJ, move him to the 6-man role. Even though he's making strides, they still want to get rid of my man. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you can have two of them, bro.
Yeah,
Shoot, have 6'7". If you get a 6'7" guard, bro, shoot, that's a trip. That's a 3 guard lineup that you could live with. You got
that's
a
mellow
six,
ballish,
right,
right?
right, 6'7". If you play a little defense, then you got several guys that can handle the ball. Yeah, I'll roll with that.
For sure.
I'll
Johnny
roll with that.
South Auto Computer Pro says they should have just have kept that last big man. Can't remember his name. It was a double last name, I think. 7-footer. He had good tape against Giannis, other big guys, but they kept the giant guy instead.
Who?
Favors?
Derek Favors,
Is is that who you talking about?
double 7 foot. He had good tape against Giannis that we had on this team. Bruno Favors, and that's pretty much it. So maybe Favors. I ain't
Maybe
never seen
maybe
him.
he talking about Bruno, but Bruno hurt. Maybe he don't know
Bruno
that
ain't got
Bruno
no.
hurt.
He ain't got no tape against
I
Giannis.
don't know. I don't know, man. You gotta Google that and let us know,
I
bro.
know that's some random. Yeah, if you know what, I don't know which player it was that said that. I think it was Shaq, because they have this thing where NBA players, you ask them who's your toughest matchup, it'd be like random, no
Random
name guy.
guys. Yeah, yeah,
Every
yeah.
person you think it'd be like some random dude for some reason. So maybe
Yeah.
we got a Giannis stopper. I hope it's not Bruno Caboclo, because don't bring that name up.
Ooh, he was so trash. That guy was so
Yeah, don't bring
trash,
him up.
bro. Najee says two in Brazil. Peace, my friends. Oh man, go ahead, Najee, man. Get you some
Go and
sleep,
get some
brother.
sleep, man.
Brazil, that's dedication, man. The Rockets got a long reach, man. We appreciate connecting worldwide if we have to. Everybody, I know we got some guys that's big in Turkey and stuff that like Shangoon too as well. So that's dedication. We appreciate you, Najee, for real. Harlan St. Clair says let Matthews guard Zion and we can wipe him up for wood when he
Oh
tries that
man,
charge.
that boy Matthew's gonna be in the hospital.
You
What's New
trying to
Orleans?
kill my man
Had that man in New
Matthews.
Orleans Medical or something. Yeah, they gonna have him on the stretcher.
Oh
Have,
man, he gonna be broken
that's
up, chest plate messed up. George Root says New Orleans got Laker draft pick, and the Lakers have the second worst
that's
record at
crazy,
this
bro.
moment. They finna come up and eat off the Lakers, bro.
Bro, if
They
they
finna
get the
eat.
first or second pick, if they get Scoot, it's raps. If they
Oh
get
man,
Scoot, oh my God. If the Pels get Scoot Henderson, because that's really all they need right now is a like a dominant point guard. Everything is there. Wings galore. They got big men. They got a coach. They tough. They can play. They just don't have CJ for all. He's really good as a veteran, but they don't have that
he ain't a point guard though.
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he ain't a point. I mean, he could play, but he's not a dominant. Like he can take over stretches, but they don't have a guy at
right.
the guard position. So if they get one of these dudes. I know I like that the Dyson Daniels, but I don't like guards that can't shoot for playoffs and stuff like that. So yeah, they in prime position. They did it. They came off to me that AD trade, man. It just keep reaping benefits for them.
For them, for sure. That was the
Mm-hmm.
best move they ever did. And hiring David Griffin as they GM
Facts,
too.
underrated move. Yep.
Johnny South says, y'all keep it up. Love the vids and breakdowns and all the work you do. The hard work shows. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Johnny. I don't know where you from either, but it don't matter, man. You part of the chop. You part of the community. Just as long as you subscribe, you part of our community for sure. I was just like no other says, let Boban handle Zion, man. Boban can't move his feet quick
Hell
enough.
nah.
He can't move his feet. I was just like no other says, clever, right? Sigma Mid says the Jinx comment was referring to making
Oh
Vancouver
yeah, yeah,
bigger.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
All
my
right.
fault.
So that means we got to make space. You got to make videos for all the like projected top 10 people except Barry. Except Scoot and
Wimby.
Wembyama, bro. So
Okay.
make all the breakdown videos. Then we can. They probably give us the 11th pick. We did that. Knowing the Rockets luck.
That's fucked
I
up.
mean, number 7. You're gonna make 10 videos. They're gonna be all right. It's only 2 people left. Give us some 13th pick, Robbie's. If that happened, man, oh my God, we gonna burn this thing down. All
Like,
this bad play, promising, tanking talk, Wemby this, Wemby that, and we mess around and get the 14th or 13th pick. Ooh, yeah,
yeah,
it'll
that's
be
gonna be. We better be trying to trade up from out of that position.
maybe that's the Brooklyn pick swap come in. Hopefully they be in
Yeah.
the top 10. So that's the value in having that pick swap.
Oh, your average. Oh, he said Willie Cauley Stein. He was talking about Willie Cauley Stein. Okay, okay. Willie Cauley Stein. Have you
G-
actually looked at his stats? Dude is like bottom of everything.
that man looked like he just I don't know what his deal is, bro. But he was in Dallas. He wasn't doing anything there. I don't think he would be much on our team, honestly.
He a journeyman right now, anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming here for a pit stop and looking for a different way to get rerouted, hopefully in a trade to a more suitable team for him. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
what this all about. Mario Gonzalez says, "Damn, now I'm fired up for the Pels game. Barry on Ingram, throw bodies on Zion, Tari, Uzi, and hey, maybe Bruno if he be
Yeah.
back. Big man to throw against Jonas, getting big minutes off the bench. Hey, man, I like the way you think. I
I
like the way
like
you
that.
think. Yeah." You know, like I said, I ain't sit down and digested it yet. You know what I'm saying? But that's not a bad the way you just put it right there. That's not bad how you put it right there. Benny Mac. Benny Mac says, "Do you think trading for a proper veteran point guard would clean up our play, our gameplay, e.g., turnovers?" Yes, yes, I
Facts.
do. I do.
I do too. Can you imagine like those if you think about the stretch of this game we just played with EG, Jalen and KPJ, the terrible turnovers they always have in the fourth quarters. Imagine just a steady hand, even a Pat Bev or somebody that's not going to turn the ball over, just setting up the play and telling guys where to go instead of just giving the other team the ball. I mean, that makes a big, big, big difference. Then you got to think about the bench minutes with instead of having EG and Knicks, you have a real player that's initiating offense. So you really don't have a sharp drop off in your team. So yeah, a little insertion of a point guard into the team will literally elevate them so much because the talent is there. We just can't close games because we don't have that skill set in the backcourt right now.
Yeah, facts. For facts. Thanks for subscribing, Kitty Nation. Kitty Nation, thanks for subscribing to the Chop Shop. Appreciate you for joining the community. Yeah, come on, load up and get some of this good Rockets content over here, man. Appreciate it. Swaggy D says trade EG for a vet point guard. Yeah, somebody get him out of here. Chatman said y'all too excited about this matchup versus Pelicans. If there's one thing I have faith in, is Silas would throw a weird lineup.
All right, what's the space? What's the weirdest lineup? What is something? Can you guess some random some Silas would do to be like, damn, bro, what is this dude doing?
He would go heavy offense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, heavy defense like Uzi, Tate,
Yeah,
and
KJ.
maybe KJ, but have Garrison Matthews out there as a 3-point stretcher, but he's the only one that can shoot, and then have EG running the point. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some
Yeah.
crazy
You
shit
know
like
what
that.
I think and do? I'm learning him. He's gonna think that he's gonna outsmart them by going small on offense to try to get maybe Barry at the 5. And we're gonna try to space them out to get Zion and them out the paint. And I think they're just gonna destroy us. That's what I'm calling. So y'all remember this. he's gonna try to go small because it seems like whenever you think, oh yeah, you got to play this guy, he'll do like
The opposite.
something that the opposite, but from an offensive standpoint, like he's always thinking offense, offense, offense. So
Yeah,
he think our advantage is because they're a big team, they're tall, they're long. He's gonna try to go small, ignoring the fact that our guards can't dribble, can't pass, and you're gonna force into tough isolation into these big giants. So that's probably what's gonna get us in this game. It's a hard matchup because they can go big with Shangoon too, and they
yeah.
can go
They
small.
can go small too.
They got a small ball lineup too with Zion at the 5, and they got other lineups with what's his name, Nance,
Jackson.
Larry Nance.
Yeah,
No, not even Jackson. Larry
yeah,
Nance.
Larry
He's
Nance. Yeah,
shooting threes. He a rim protector. He's like a taller KJ, and so
facts.
they could do whatever you want to do. They can do it, man. That's a good team. Y'all don't, that's a good team. I got them
Yeah,
top 4 in the West, so that's a good team.
yeah. They legit. They legit. Chatman says Nick Matthews and Bo Bond. Mario Gonzalez says, all right, guys, wrapping it up for the day. Best vibes all the way from Costa Rica. Big fan of your content. Keep it up, man. Costa
Mario, you in
Rica in the
Costa
house.
Rica? Shout out,
Man,
bro.
bro. Like, we're going to have to do
It's
something where everybody just comment where y'all from
yeah,
because
the
it's a lot
flags
of
in there,
places,
man.
like, I don't know where y'all from. Like, this new streaming thing that we was going to try today, it got a lot of different perks and stuff to it to where we can do a whole lot of engaging things, and we hoping we're gonna release that soon. We had a little complications today, but yeah, man, we need to figure out exactly how far we reaching and how many people we reaching because this is exciting to us to know we reaching people way in whole nother continents and the other
Yeah,
side of
shout
the
out Mario.
globe.
Mario, shout out to you, bro. And we be interacting on Twitter. He always have great takes.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. Yeah, without further ado, you got anything you want to say before we wrap this up, Frank?
Nah, man. Appreciate y'all, and yeah, we'll try to between me and Space, we probably could squeeze in a pod, right? We'll squeeze in a pod before Saturday.
Yeah,
Um,
today Wednesday about to be
Wednesday,
what?
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We
yeah,
probably
we
try
can
to
figure
squeeze
it out.
something in. We'll try to get y'all at least 1 or 2 content drops before the Pels game. I think I'm gonna do the breakdown of how we can play them. In a dream world and beat them. But I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all just keep supporting us. The content is speaking for itself. Y'all support us. We got a lot of like Space talking about. He has this new platform coming out. We're gonna start dropping merch, so y'all can definitely support us. We have our Cash App if you guys want to help us because a lot of the subscriptions and stuff we use, we're trying to get that to where we can have better products so we can make better videos for y'all. If y'all started with us, y'all seen the progression, so the work is being put in, but we gonna just keep growing, man. So just know that we remember all the names of the people that's with us from day one, and just appreciate y'all for all the support, man. It's really it's not going unseen that you all are spending time with us talking basketball. So shout out to all of the supporters and the community for the Houston Rockets and the Chop Shop.
Facts, facts, and YouTube also opened up a membership thing where you can actually pay like $2, $3, and you get certain perks and things from us on our end. So if you become a membership, you can open up a whole line of credit. I think we got the rookie deal, the pro deal, the all star deal, and like the Hall of Fame. So if y'all want to be a member and help us grow, financially, like we appreciate any and every dollar red cent that we get, and we put it all back into this channel, man. Like me and Frank, we hustle, we do our own 9 to 5s. This is something that we really enjoy doing, and it'll be fantastic for us to actually do this for a living and bring y'all more and more better content for the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? We got to have something more stable than just locked on Rockets. Nothing against Jackson, nothing against I grew up, watching Locked On Rockets. But there's different avenues that can be, explored. And with y'all help, man, we can get there with the chop shop. So Kitty Nation, before we go, we got a few shout outs. Kitty Nation said he's from Baltimore, the building
Baltimore,
Rockets fan
be
for 25
more.
years already, be more on the
Okay,
East Coast.
shout out Baltimore, man.
Sigma Mid says he used to live in Houston, moved to Southern Cal last year.
Might
That's
be there
what's
with you
up.
in a little bit, bro. Seeing how these elections went, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
I'll be
straight
out there
up, huh?
SoCal with you.
Lawndale and Wayside. That's where he at, low.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
Third Coastal Line says, if you will build, it will come. Thanks for the platform
Yes, sir.
to have reasonable discussions about basketball. For sure. That's why we do it, man. Exactly why we do it. Object Like No Other says it's hard video to make. Peace. Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all get with us on the Chop Shop, man. Appreciate y'all for joining the live stream. We'll be back same time, same Rockets channel, baby. We appreciate you. Let's go Rockets. It's long, but we gonna make it together for sure.
Yes, sir. Go Rockets.